You made it back for day 9. Well done to you. Let's go. Simple, forward, evening, fold. Get right into it. Yes. Breathe into it. Let's see how deep we can get tonight. Focus on our breathing today. You really focus on your breath throughout the entire session. I'm going to expand on yesterday just a little bit. We were talking about set routines. Just to take that a little bit further, to speak about creating systems that really make habits fail-proof. In this little habit I'm trying to cultivate of an evening 10-minute stretch, I've made sure I have some space. We've had to be flexible some evenings, but for the most part, we've been able to stick to the space. For you, it might be putting a mat out beforehand, cleaning a space, just setting up a system that guarantees your success. Simplest things like if we want to start working out in the morning, putting our running shoes, our gym kit at the end of the bed so that we wake up. It's the first thing that we see. You don't even have to think about it. You see it, you just put it on. And that can be enough to get you started. Once you already put on your running shoes, like, wow, might as well go running now. So think about creating systems that make a new habit virtually fail-proof. If you wanted to journal, first thing in the morning, you're going to start to journal. Before you go to bed, you clean off the kitchen table. You get your pen and paper right there ready to go, or your computer, whichever you like to write on, so that when you come out into the kitchen or living room, wherever you're going to write, it's ready to go. You don't have to think about it. We've reduced mental clutter. If you've come to day 9 here, I bet you're finding that it's getting easier just to show up. And that's all we need to do to cultivate consistency and discipline. You show up. Remember your breathing. Remember the coherence breathing that we did a few days back. I think it's one of the best. Breathe in for 5 or 6 seconds. And exhale for 5 seconds or so. Keep that going, and I find it's so great that when that exhale, you can just sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. A morning breathwork routine. If you have a video you like to watch that does that, or a certain app, you just have that queued up before you go to bed, so it's the first thing that's right there. So all you got to do is press play. Every little step that we can create less friction, less mental clutter, contributing to our systems, can hopefully make our habits stick and fail-proof. Breathe here. Visual reminders can be good. Some people keep vision boards, where they want to get to, what they want to achieve. That's great. Little post-it notes. A little post-it note beside your bed with that message of the first thing that you want to do in the morning to get your day going, or a post-it note when you come home at night. It's right there. Remember your evening stretch. We prime ourselves. Tony Robbins loves to talk about priming. Prime the pump. So a little visual reminder. We walk in the door, want to do yoga or meditate or use a mat to do it. The mat's just right there, ready to go. That visual reminder, okay, it's just removed some of the mental noise. Sink deeper here. We can automate some things is another useful system to put in place. You set a timer, an alarm. The Pomodoro method for work is great. You do 25 minutes. Alarm goes off, you take a 5-minute break. You set another one. Those alarms can really be useful. So, I'm going to do my evening stretch at 8 o'clock every night. Set the alarm for 8 in the evening, goes off. An alarm clock for bedtime. Now that, forget the morning alarm clock. You start setting one for the evening, you won't need one in the morning. Alarm goes off, bedtime, turn off the show. Stop what I'm doing, it's time for bed. That is a brilliant way to automate your life to really cultivate some health and well-being. This is another one I'll get to, but having a consistent bedtime 7 days a week is one of the greatest ways to have an abundance of energy each day. And to see every day is amazing. Tuesday becomes as good as Friday and Saturday, whatever. A consistent bedtime. If you can use an alarm or a visual cue to help you do that, brilliant. Let's get a little deeper here. Get this bounces. Just do what works for you. Remember to always adjust, refine any system you to put in place. It's not going to be perfect. Consistency over perfection. If your intention is to go for a long walk or in the morning or after a meal or something, and just only 5 minutes is allowed, well then adjust and refine, and 5 minutes is better than nothing. Be gentle with yourself, certainly. Meal prep is a great way to put systems in place so that you always have the healthy option. Preparing a lunch before you go to work. You get into that routine and build that system, and the healthy option is the option that you have, the one that's there already. So you don't have to have any mental fatigue. Oh, what should I get today? Oh, I've already made a beautiful, healthy lunch. Okay. Let's really stretch it out here. What we're here for, we're building consistency, discipline, flexibility, and just throwing a few nuggets of things that have worked for me. A great tip. Everything I ever say, I've learned from somebody else, for one. But also just take what works for you and leave the rest behind. If you get any teacher, coach, anything out there, there's something we can take from them. Take that, leave the rest behind. We're not going to agree with everybody 100%. Nobody needs to be canceled because we don't agree with them on everything. Find the thing that works for you and leave the rest behind. Really breathe here. Okay, let's spend this last few moments getting deep. Really focus entirely on our stretch and our breath. Whew. Oh. Feeling good? Me too. Keep showing up. Consistency, discipline, hard work is the key to achieving all of our goals. There's no quick fix. Stick with the process. Build systems to make your habits fail-proof. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.